like more tips on painting, please subscribe to my channel to check out my upcoming videos. Welcome back to my another video. Today we will be painting a very beautiful landscape painting. I hope you'll enjoy this one. I will start my painting from the sky, and for that I'm using white, cobalt blue, orange, lemon yellow and crimson red. For the sky I'm making several tones, and for that I'm mixing cobalt blue, white and crimson red. This tone will be little light in color. For another tone, again we'll mix the same color, and this time the tone of red and blue will be little more, whereas in our previous color we had the tone of white and blue more. For another color, I mix white, lemon yellow and orange. Picking the darkest tone with my fan brush, I am applying it to the sky. I am spreading the colors with my fan brush wherever I want. I will also use my another tone of blue in the sky. I will merge the colors everywhere, and then I will also use the very light tone of yellow in the sky and spread it all over to the place where I want the sky to be. In this painting, we'll have a beautiful sky with very light clouds and then two big hills and some trees, waterfalls, a little tiny house and many more. We will come back to the sky later and make clouds. But for now, I'm mixing cobalt blue, white, crimson red and yellow for the hills. You must have noticed that I'm using similar colors but getting more tones for the painting. For another tone, I'm mixing yellow, orange, viridian green and white. I will start applying those colors to make beautiful hills, and for that I'm using my fan brush again. I'm just tapping my fan brush vertically on the canvas and making the rough edges at the top of the hill so that it looks like trees. I want the hill to be little darker, so for that I'm mixing cobalt blue and crimson red again, and with my fan brush I'm applying that color. I will spread that little orange that we have at the center of our canvas because it will give more variety of colors in our hills. The source of the light in this painting is from the right side. This is the reason we will not have very light parts at the hill of the right side, whereas the hill of the left side will be very bright in color. To give the highlights to the hill, I will mix lemon yellow and white, and to make the hill of right side very dark, I will use cobalt blue and crimson red. With my fan brush, I'll pick dark color and then start applying it on the canvas and make the hills. more dark. Now I'll pick the very light tone of yellow and then start applying it on the hills. If you do not have fan brush, then you can also use whatever brush you have, but the fan brush will make it easy. I have mixed white and yellow in my off-screen palette to make the clouds. With my very little fan brush, I am making the clouds. But you can also use any other brush like round brush or any other that you feel comfortable with. Now I'll start making colors for the trees, and for that I'm mixing green, blue and red. With my palette knife, I'll start giving shapes to the trees. You can also use any type of brush that you feel comfortable with to make the trees, but sometimes I do want to use knife to make trees and many other things. We will have similar trees in many other places in our painting, but at the center of this painting we will have a huge dark tree. Well, it's easy to make trees with fan brush, but this time I'm showing you how to make trees with palette knife as well. These are the trees that lives far away in our painting. I will use orange and white and mix it with the remaining color of the canvas and then make another tree. I am mixing direct black in the remaining color of the canvas, which had more tone of orange, and applying it at the center of our canvas to make a huge monster tree. I am giving life to this tree with my little flat brush. Previously, I gave shape to the trees with my palette knife, but this time I'm giving it with the brush. I hope you got idea about how to make trees with both palette knife and flat brush. Mixing yellow, green and very little white, I'll give highlights to the distant trees. Now I'll mix orange, burnt sienna and blue to make some rocks in our painting. Picking the color with my palette knife, I'm giving lives to those little rocks. I will also pull the remaining green color of my canvas palette and apply it on the rocks. This will clean our palette and give the green grass effect in our rocks too. Using direct black color, I'll give some depth to the rocks. I will also use black color to make some rocks at the right side of our painting as well. Using cobalt blue, white and orange, I'll make very light tone to make some light rocks. We will have a river running through those two rocks and then making a waterfall. I am mixing lemon yellow, cobalt blue and very little touch of orange to make a field. After giving very rough shape to the field at the right side of our painting, now we'll move on towards the left side of our painting. And to make field there, I have mixed green, yellow and blue. Also a very little touch of orange to make the field. With my little flat brush, I'm spreading the colors. You can see I'm pulling the colors of stones to the grounds so that it will give some good effect. Using direct black color, I'm making some stones or whatever we call it, rocks or stones. Mixing yellow and orange, I'm giving more highlight to the grounds at the right side of our painting. After giving highlights, I'll use direct black to give shapes to some of the rocks that will be just above the river. Mixing cobalt blue and black, I'll make the distant trees more dense. Mixing yellow, green and orange, I'll make some color to make the highlight of the monster tree. Picking the color with my palette knife, I'll start highlighting the tree. I'll focus at the right side of the tree more because the light source in our painting is from the right side. Mixing white, orange and chrome yellow, I'll make the color for the highlight of the rocks. After mixing the color, I'll pick it with my palette knife and then start highlighting the rocks. I will touch this color at very less part of the rocks so that it doesn't get spoiled. The rocks in our painting looks better now. We'll come back to it later if it needs more highlight, but for now I am moving on towards the trees, the monster tree. Mixing very little blue with a tone of yellow makes the perfect color for the distant rocks. I'll mix more cobalt blue in the tone of yellow to make the distant trees at the left side of our painting. I already have very light tone of blue in the brush, and picking orange color with that brush, I'll give shape to the path. I will mix orange, chrome yellow, very little touch of green and lemon yellow to make the highlight color of the tree. And with my palette knife, I'll apply it on the tree. Mixing white and chrome yellow, I'll give highlights to the path. Mixing blue and white, I'll start giving shape to the river and waterfall. And I'll also spread the remaining colors that we have on our canvas to make it better. With a mixture of very little blue and white, I'll start making water in the river. I will use direct white to highlight the river more. With a mixture of white, chrome yellow, orange, I'll start highlighting the stones that are at the at the left side of the river. With direct black, I'll add more depth to the stones. I'll use several colors like the mixture of burnt sienna and orange and the mixture of white and black to give more details to the rocks. And to make that detail, I'll use my thin round brush. Mixing very little green in yellow and white, I'm making the color for the highlight of the ground. With a mixture of blue and white, I'm making highlights to the distant rocks that are at the right side of the river. I have mixed very little orange and white to give more highlight to the stones. I'm giving highlights to the field that is just below the path with a mixture of very little green, yellow and white. With the same highlight color that we use in this field, I'm giving highlight to the tree as well. Adding the details is making our painting more beautiful. Using direct white color, I'll highlight the tree more. I will add some blue in the river and waterfall to make it more beautiful. With the mixture of orange, chrome yellow and white, I have made the color for the highlight of the house. Using direct orange, I am making the shade part of the house. I'm applying black color on the roof of the house. I'm applying white color on the roof to highlight the roof of the house. I hope you enjoyed this painting tutorial. Please comment below and let me know whether this painting lesson was helpful or not. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe Art Candy. Thank you. Have a nice time. Stay good. Stay safe. Bye bye.